Stories of inspiration and love. Oh, how we live and what we say. It's Stampin' Up and it's our way.
Hi everyone, it's Pauline and I'm from Stamp with Pauline and you're on my YouTube channel. I hope you're liking everything you're seeing so far. I've been going through some techniques lately, and previous video showed you how to use the soft pastel assortments, and this video is going to show you how to stamp using the paintbrush. You're using the aqua painter to also do the same thing using the soft pastels. So the soft pastels are $15.75. They're on the website. Great for little techniques for you to use, little ideas, great backgrounds, things that you can do. So I'm showing you a couple of different ways to do that. And this is the actual card. So I've used the Happy Hibiscus. I've used the background, like I said, from the previous video that I did. And I've just added some things onto here, and it just needs a sentiment, happy birthday or something like that, that will need to go on. But that's it. And I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll get started, and I'll show you how to do this. Okay, so to follow on from this series with the soft pastels, which are the chalks from Stampin' Up, I've got here the Happy Hibiscus stamp, and I've stamped the group of 3 flowers. I've got here my chalks, which I have scraped already and got some colour in them. I've got my large block to be able to use as a palette area, and I've got my aqua painter, and I've got my scoop as well. So what I'm going to do is I'll just do some yellow ones first. So I'm actually just going to add a bit of powder from the chalks that I've scraped off, and I will just add a little bit of water, and because I don't want that water to spray everywhere, because I don't want my powder to spritz, just going to add a little bit of water, take my aqua painter and just pick up some of that colour, and now I'm going to colour in the hibiscus. I've used the Stays On ink to on this. It's just basic white cardstock. I haven't done watercolour paper, so all I'm just going to be doing is adding some shades. And you can be quite rustic with this. So you can just paint that on. It doesn't matter if it's not completely covered. It's kind of nice to have a little bit of the white showing. And of course, I could scrape some of the red and put some red flowers. So once you've scraped and put your chalk into the pots. Now, if I wanted to, just say I want a little bit more depth of colour, I'm not going to add too much water, and then I can come back in and just add a little bit more powder to the inside, just to give me that look going over there. And that's it. That's all you need to do. Not too much water, because like I said, it's not watercolor paper. Stays On ink, because we are using the water for it. Then I can easily color those, color them all in, cut them all out, and then convert them and make them into a card. If you want to wait and go a little bit darker again, you can. Just making sure I've got the powder there not too wet, and just smooth that out just to give me that. If I wanted to also add a little bit of the highlight, I could go around the outer edge of my leaves, petals, just to give that a little bit more depth as well. So there's lots of options with this. And that's it. So I hope you liked that idea with the soft pastels. Shave them off, watch the previous video so that you get an idea of what I've actually done to achieve these. And just to clean this up, what you can do so that we don't waste what's on here. Say I didn't want to do another one there. What I can do here is actually just blop that and pick up that leftover there and spread that out, and then I can have another toned effect on my flowers there. So just smooth them out, and then that way I'm not wasting my ink and I'm getting another variation of that. And then I would just pop that on some paper towel to dry as well. So another way to use your chalk pastels. All right, so now that I've gone ahead and done these happy hibiscus flowers, I've used the chalks to colour them in, and I've fussy cutted those out. And what I'm going to use is the piece that I first did when I was actually doing this chalk technique, so you can go back and watch the previous videos. I've got here some lemon lolly or lolly lemon cardstock base card. I'm going to actually, because this is watercolor paper, I will use my tear and tape on this one because I want to just make sure it's got that extra strength for going around there, just only because it is watercolor paper. I do like to have that little bit extra strength to attach rather than just the Tombow glue. So I'm going to go around and pop that there, and then the same on this side. Okay, now peel those off. I'm going to attach this now to my base card. Sorry, I'm going to add it to a layer of black first. Pop that down onto there. Then I can use my liquid adhesive onto here. Glue that to my base card. I'm going to also be grabbing some of the gold twine, and I'm going to get the mini glue dots as well, and I'm going to glue those down onto here. All right, so with my hibiscus flowers, I've got some dimensionals here, and I'm just going to snip those ends off so that I can add those. Basically what I'm going to now do is just be popping these 3 flowers here, and I'll pop in the twine. So I think this hibiscus flower I'm going to go flat with, just popping that there, and then the same with this one, pop that there. And this one I am going to raise up. So just pop some dimensionals on that. And what I'll do is take my mini glue dots, and I'm going to glue down some twine just in random spots where I know that that hibiscus is going to sort of be sitting. Just get those ones up. And then peel off the backs. And then I'm going to just be wiggling around some twine. And loop that over to there, and then that back into there, so that can be cut off. So just get another little glue dot, just a couple of other glue dots here, just to make sure everything is sticking. I find with the dimensionals that they don't really like sticking to things like twine and ribbon too much. So just by manipulating that. And now I can come in with my hibiscus. I'm just going to tuck a bit to there as well. Make sure he's up the right way. And that is the card. Let's see what bling we have to maybe spruce it up a little bit. Sometimes a little bit of bling is nice to have on here. I think thinking maybe a pearl might look nice. What do you think? Let's do a couple of pearls. All right, so I just keep these in the old DVD storage cases. I just find that they're easier. They're on my desk. I'm able to actually use them a lot easier, I find, rather than having them stuffed in a drawer somewhere. So I just keep all of these on my desk, just in a folder there. All right, so let's grab a couple of, yeah, I think the pearls look good. Let's do a couple of pearls. All right, and that is the card done. And of course we can add a sentiment to that, but that's as simple as a nice technique for you to give that a go, and yeah, have a play around and use the soft pastels. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.
What we love, what we do makes a difference in me and you. All these years of inspiration